Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new video on the Noura channel. I'm Noura, your host, and today I'm going to give you 3 tips to make your footage look way better. Keep in mind that these tips are mostly applicable to camcorders, mirrorless cameras and DSLRs. So let's jump right into it. The first tip, and also a really important tip, is to set your white balance properly. White balance is the process of removing unrealistic color casts. So objects who appear white will be also white in your footage. Different kinds of white balance are shown in color temperatures, but no need to worry. You don't need to have all the knowledge about the different color temperatures. Most of the time there's just a setting in your camera who can set the white balance for you. Just put something white in front of the camera and voila, press the shutter and you're done. And this will cause the colors of your footage looking natural. The second tip I'll be sharing is about shutter speed. The shutter speed is the amount of time the mirror or the sensor on your camera is exposed for per frame. Most of the time shutter speeds are in fractions of seconds. But keep in mind, if you're making pictures in really dark environments, then there is a possibility to up your shutter speed to a second, for instance. A good rule of thumb is to have your shutter speed double of your frame rate. So for instance, I'm filming in 25 frames per second. I know I'm European. So my shutter speed is 1/50, and this will create that natural motion blur. But for instance, if you're shooting in 60 FPS, you'll need to up your shutter speed to 1/120. Or if you're filming in the normal American frame rate, which is 30, you'll need to shoot your videos in 1/60. The last tip I will give you is about your aperture or your f-stop. Aperture can be defined as opening up your lens and let more light travel through the lens. Just think of aperture as your pupils. When you're in a dark environment, your pupils will grow and let more light in, so you can see way more. And if you're in a light environment, your pupils will get smaller, so you absorb less light and not everything will look white to you. And this so-called pupil is called the aperture on a lens. So if you're making videos like this one, I would recommend you to open up the aperture completely, which basically means put your camera on the lowest f number or f-stop. Besides giving you more light, which means that you can turn down your ISO, it also creates for that blurry background. So most kit lenses do have a aperture of f3.5 or f4. This means that you won't get as a blurry background as, for instance, a lens that I right now have with an f1.4 aperture. So something I would recommend you to do is to push yourself and the camera a bit forward and have more space between the subject, which is you, and the background. So this will cause eventually a more blurrier effect throughout your videos. That's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something. Don't forget to leave a like if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Do you have any more camera related questions? Please let them know in the comments down below, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye.